Welcome to our top-down analysis video where we will be going over Aussie dollar starting from the monthly time frame right now. Make sure you're going to start off by getting your overall idea of where you are in the market. So we're right here at an extremely pivotal level here. So I'm going to mark this level right off the bat. Very easy, guys. You can see the interactions all the way back through. You can see the bounces, the reactions from both sides. And guys, for this one, I'm going to go ahead and mark two different support and resistance levels here, because ultimately when I'm looking at this, what I'm seeing is a very strong zone between these here. But you know, I like to use pinpoint reaction points for the monthly levels. So this is a zone, and if you look at it like a zone, you can see just how perfectly this area plays out. But we're going to leave these as two lines here. Trust me, it will help you get some clarity when you're trading. Just understand that you have both of these resistances in terms of reaction points on top of your head right now on this monthly time frame. I'm going to go down. I'm going to mark our recent swing low. I'm going to use the confluences from previous price action to get it exactly where it needs to be. Here we go. I can pull it back here. You guys can see right here. So we held here, we broke, we retested, flew down, came back up, held, and we've been coming up ever since. Let's bring down a couple trend lines here. So we have our overarching trend line. We have another trend line, which was a progression, which has broken and retested, and we have continued up from there. And it looks like we've got a trend line coming up from the bottom as well. Let's just see here if I come through. Interesting. And we've got another one that's right here. Okay, so let me zoom out here. For those of you who don't know, Aussie pairs are trend line and channel heavy, meaning that in terms of analysis, your trend lines and channels are going to be your best friend for your Aussie pairs. So you're going to be using them all over. So I have a few trend lines here. Ultimately, it's interesting because ultimately, as you guys can see, we were bullish going through here. We had this giant bearish dip, but we recovered quickly, continued on bullish. Our overarching trend line was down here. We were seeing significant reactions, and we even saw the bounce here as we came down. We broke through that, okay, bounced up, retested, flew down, and we're now retesting again from this other side. So we're currently sitting below two major resistances, okay? And when we flew down originally after breaking this ascending trend line, we formed another trend line here as a progression for a support. So we had 1, 2, 3 other bounces from this level, and so this is really allowing us to trap this price between levels, and we should have a lot of nice trading opportunities here on the Aussie dollar pair. It looks like there's an S&R level in here, which I'm probably going to mark on the weekly. But otherwise, that's pretty much all I need from the monthly. Let's go ahead and head down to the weekly time frame and get a little bit more clarity. Sure enough, nice level in here. Let's go ahead and mark this right off the bat. And guys, make sure that you are distinguishing your monthly and weekly levels. So let me go ahead and make my monthly levels a little thicker here. Okay, so weekly levels right here. Reaction points. Again, it's tough because it is a zone, but you really want your significant reaction points. So I'm going to go ahead and leave mine right here, and I'm going to add another one right in this area. See if I can get it exact here. Right in this area here. Let's go ahead and decrease the thickness. Okay, so two major reaction points here on the weekly that I'm going to be looking at. And we've really trapped it. Let's go ahead, and it's funny because now that we're on the weekly, you guys can see how price has really been moving in this channel between these two major supports and resistances. Let's go ahead and add an ascending trend line here coming up, and I will use this. Let's see. We'll use this coming up like so. So just another layer of support. So you guys can see we have a lot of support, a lot of resistance. We should be getting a lot of trading opportunities on the lower time frames here. Let's go ahead and go down to our daily time frame. Daily time frame, we have another progression. Let's go ahead and adjust this trend line here to make sure it's all nice and accurate. I'm going to bring it up. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this one. And I'm going to draw using the more immediate data. There we go. Okay, there we go. I'm happy with the sitting trend line down here. This level here looks pretty good to me. Just see if I lower it a little bit. I'm going to keep it here, right here where it's at there. I like that the best. See if I can get some more clarity on this level here. This was such a volatile move that I'm not too worried about that specific reaction point. Although I am seeing that this rejected here and here. So when in doubt, use your most recent data, guys, for your reaction points. So here we go. Here we go. So bounce, 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 break, hold to the upside. So I like that. My monthly level up here. Let me just go check. Yeah, perfect. Perfect reactions. Okay, so I'm happy with all these levels. I'm on my daily time frame, and I'm just kind of getting an idea of where we're heading. There shouldn't be a doubt in your mind. It looks like we are heading back up to test our monthly level, our monthly resistance. This was a great sell here. If you guys were here for this, you had a major monthly level, a major monthly trend line, and you had a bearish exhaustion candle here. You could have sold right back down to your weekly support. It'd have been a very easy trade, and you would have grabbed a quick 140 pips from it. Now, there's not really anything else here on this daily that's important except for this right here. So if I zoom in, just added confirmation that we're not heading down to this support, we're heading up to this resistance. There's a nice bullish exhaustion candle here. Price action shot up very strong here, and we've seen this continue on. So we should see this continue on to our monthly. Let's see if we can't get a channel of some sort here on our 4-hour time frame. Okay, here we go. So now we're on the 4-hour time frame. So you guys can shape this down. We have this channel that was coming down here. Let me just, this channel coming down here to our support. That channel broke and it retested. We've been heading up ever since. And now we have this channel here, and we are due to be heading up to this resistance. So it's time to start looking at getting a trading plan together here now that we're down to the 4-hour. Let's mark some structure. So structurally, guys can see we broke structure, went bullish. Structure held. Nice buying opportunity right here. A bullish exhaustion candle off of structure. Very nice buying opportunity. We saw a progression here with this bullish exhaustion, and now here we are right back at this recent swing high. So a very nice trading opportunity, guys. A very simple trading opportunity. This is our swing high here. We've bounced twice. It's a significant support and resistance level. So if you guys see this level break and hold as a retest, you guys need to hop on the long trade. So let's go to the 1-hour, and I'll show you in more detail what I'm talking about for your entry. So on the 1-hour, it's going to look a little different. Okay, so adjust it like so. So we had this break retest, and we looked like we were going to continue to head up, but we shot back through and are holding right now down at this level. So get some clarity on what's going on here. So we have this coming up, which I'm going to use like this, bounce, bounce. And so what we could see here is we could see price before it gives us our overarching trade opportunity, which is a break, a retest, and a continuation long minimum to this level, where you could see another break, retest, and continuation back up to this level. Which, understand, guys, confluence-wise, where is this most likely going to be taking place? It's most likely going to be here. We have yet another resistance. So understand that when you're planning this out, you could get several different scenarios here of how price will retest, where it will retest, when it will be going up, because understand this is the overall likely upside area. So formulate your path based on your understanding of how price works. We could see price return down to our 1 hour ascending trend line support, where we will then bounce up and through, or we could even see it play around for a little bit before we see it break and then retest and then head up and then retest and go to this level. And you guys can see how if you look at it like that, your spatial understanding in terms of where you know it needs to end up starts to make a lot more sense also. So you guys can start to kind of really like chime in on what you can expect the market to be doing to follow your overall trading plan. So understand, guys, the confirmed buy trade is not down here. You can take a scalp from here to here, but your confirmed buy trade is a break here and a retest, and you will be taking profits at this level here. And if you would like, if you see that it's broken and it's holding and retesting, you can enter another buy opportunity. This is a 4-to-1/5-to-1 trade in terms of reward to risk. You can hop in another trade here and take it up towards our resistance or another 3 or 4-to-1 risk to reward trade. So these are the trading opportunities now here on the 1 hour. Again, there's not really a need to go to the 15-minute chart. You can go to the 15-minute chart and likely get yourself a nice counter trend line going here, but it's not really useful because we're not going to be looking to take any decent trades down here. Like I said, you can scalp if you wanted to. If you're down here, you could take a scalp position just up to this next level. Stop loss really tight. You'd be entering this on the 15-minute most likely. It would be a 2 to 3-to-1 risk to reward, but again, it's not really the best trade given the overall market. These are the best trades. So I hope you guys have found value from these videos where we're going over examples of how we do multiple time frame analysis and how we really like to drone in on the trading opportunities given the overall market environment and the setups that you see based on all of the analytical tools that you've been learning over the past few months. I hope you guys got value specifically from this breakdown.